Aileen and Tyra's relationship for a couple of weeks had become strained. When the composites hit the news, that was it for them. Ty moved out, and that was devastating to Aileen. And Aileen stayed in Central Florida.
There's only so much law enforcement can do to gather information about a person. You have to be careful who you talk to because they might call her and warn her and then have her leave town. We needed to find somebody who could go undercover and talk to her, and the task force had the perfect person to send in to get close to Aileen Wuornos, and that was Mike Joyner.
I went by the name of Buckethead. Nobody ever used their real name in bucket bars. I'm Mike Joyner. I worked undercover for the Citrus County Sheriff's Department.
Operating as an undercover agent, Mike Joyner tracks down Aileen in a biker bar around Daytona, close to a motel where she is staying.
The only way to get close to somebody that's that dangerous and vindictive is money. And every time I took money out of my pocket, I let them see the $100 bills. So I started buying her beer and cigarette and playing pool. And we done that for 3 days and 2 nights. She told me about how sad and lonely she was. She had a girlfriend by the name of Tyree Moore, and they broke up, and Tyree had moved back up north. And I think it was the second day that we were together. I was shooting pool, and she hit me across the back with a pool stick and broke the pool stick. And I looked up at her and said, "Why in the world did you do that?" And her exact words was, "Honey, I don't know. Sometimes it just comes over me." And I never read people's lips, I read their eyes. When people talk with their eyes, not their mouth. And her eyes told me that Aileen Wuornos was a murderer.
The day after she attacks him, Aileen tells Mike to join her at her motel.
She made the statement to me, "Let's go out tonight and bring all your money and I'm gonna show you a good time." At that point, I knew what the next move was gonna be. So I kind of told the guys that was listening and videoing across the street, I said, "Guys, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna piss on this fire and call in the dogs, because this hunt's over with, and I'm her next victim." So I told her I was going to get a motel room and brought the key back, and I gave it to her. And that's when the other cops come in and arrested both of them.
Look over there now. What's your name, pal? Hey.
The police knew they didn't have a stitch of evidence that could convict Aileen.
Under arrest. For what? For a warrant. For what warrant? A warrant.
But once Aileen was arrested, it was all over. She was guilty. Aileen was charged in a court of public opinion long before this trial ever began.